you should now be in the center of the patio. Welcome to the final stop in our tour of the Cuban Club, here in El Patio. This patio has been the host of boxing matches, roller skating, dancing, concerts, talent shows, famous orchestras, music festivals, and apparently at least one bullfight. Soon after the building opened in 1918, the Cuban Club first developed this site to provide the finest outdoor athletic entertainment in all of Ybor City and perhaps Tampa. Boxing was very popular, and the club installed a boxing ring and built wooden bleachers around it to accommodate about 500 people on this site. From about 1925 to 1939, the Cuban Club sponsored boxing matches once a week. The matches were popular enough to draw some of the greatest fighters from Cuba, including the famous Kid Chocolate, who fought at least once right here. In the late 1930s, the Cuban Club changed directions and laid a terrazzo floor on this site. A band shell was initially placed alongside the west wall. So the band shell that currently sits in the center on the south side of the patio is not the original one. It was likely built on that spot in the 1950s. According to stories that have been passed around for generations, all the greatest Cuban performers and musicians once played here or in the ballroom. The greatest of all Cuban musicians in the pre-1959 period, Benny Moré, played here at least once, as did Celia Cruz, the Queen of Salsa. In this patio, the club offered dancing under the stars, as this famous photo from 1939 shows. This remains a hot spot for Tampa's music scene. In May of every year since the 1980s, WMNF, a popular community radio station, hosts the tropical heat wave. As many as 30 bands play on 5 stages in and around the Cuban Club, with this patio being one of the most popular venues. The club hopes to raise the money to renovate the patio and make it more attractive to small-scale concerts. It will take several $100,000 to enlarge and perhaps relocate the band shell, install new wiring, lighting, and sound systems, modernize the existing bar, and build a new one and install outdoor bathrooms. This site, like the Cuban Club building, is a historic landmark, holding special memories for tens of thousands of people and representing an important part of Tampa's heritage. It has been preserved today thanks to the work of volunteers who just won't allow the club to die. Membership has increased dramatically, and most parts of the building have been restored. More work remains to be done to preserve and maintain this site for what it is, a historic treasure. On behalf of the Cuban Club, I thank you for taking the time to visit our club and contributing to the preservation of our heritage.